Well, welcome back. Welcome to the Bristol Channel. Logic won in the end. I've left Tommy down in Chesil. I think he's gone chasing undulate rays tonight. Yeah, I'd have loved to have stayed down. I could quite happily stay down and fish Chesil for another week. But unfortunately, a 5-hour drive home, coupled with the fact that I've got a cut-off of 6 o'clock tomorrow morning when Sarah leaves for work to be on dad duty, I thought the most sensible option is to come to the Bristol Channel. So we're on Battery Point. We're chasing anything really. I'd like to get a late sole if possible. I've never had a decent one. I haven't had one for the species hunt either. I was questioning earlier whether or not I've actually caught one on rod and line, and I don't think I have. So we've got a pulley rig with a 1.0 single hook and ragworm baits. That I think is pretty much going to stay just doing that for the rest of the evening. We've got probably half a pound of ragworm left to go at. And then the rod closest to you, the Air Power, on there I've got a pulley pennel rig, and at the minute that's got a cart wing on it. But we are going to be mixing up between cod, rays, dogfish, congers, basically anything that swims with that one. So that is the plan. There's a right firework display going off behind me. I don't know what the occasion is. Now, I have never fished the point. I've fished the ledges a couple of times over the back. Can't say they impressed me massively. They're not on my list of places to fish again. But yeah, the point I've never tried. I ended up parking up and sleeping at the park, sleeping on the park, on Battery Point Park. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's quite popular with motor owners and stuff. And woke up, had my coffee in the morning, looked out at low water, and this point looked very fishy. So behind me there's a big mud bar that empties out. I don't think it empties all the way out. And then obviously that side we've got the channel, and this Battery Point is known for where the current is the strongest in the channel. So we've got current that side, we've got still water over there, we've got quite a nice little back eddy as well here that looks in the headlamp like it comes in round the point, round the front of that sandbar mud bank, and around that way. Whether you could see any of that, I don't know. That's the lay of the land. Low water is about 9:30 tonight. We are at, it's got to be getting on for 7 o'clock now. 7 o'clock. So we've got about 2.5 hours till low water. I've only got 2.5 hours from here to home, so we can stretch it a little bit. Bear in mind though, I've had 8 hours sleep over the last 3 days, and a week of terrible sleep before that. So yeah, we'll see how we're going. But I am waffling, and yeah, that'll do for an intro. So welcome to the Bristol Channel, welcome to another video. Let's get some fish. Oh my days, bear with me folks. Well, I'll tell you what, that is the first bite of the night, a little eel, and I tell you, credit to him, just how quickly he managed to disappear. Oh, I've still got my headlights on, sorry. Oh. I've got both headlights on. Yeah, credit to him. He's a sprightly little fella, and double credit to him, just how quickly, when he got out, spat the hook, how quickly he managed to disappear into the weeds on these rocks. Let's see if we can get a bit of footage for you. I mean, literally, I dropped him over here. It was crazy just how quickly he found a crevice to get down and into. Made an absolute mess of my rag, but first fish, stick that down there. Let's see if I can grip onto him to send him back. Slippery little gets. No, he's decided he wants to find his own way. Back himself down into that hole, isn't he? Oh, I can't really do much about it because I bet this is deep mud. And I don't want it to nip me fingers either, I'll tell you what. Oh, I hope you're all having a very good laugh at home. Chuckle, back you go, sir. Well, made a right bloody mess of me. There we go, first fish. I think we've been fishing for probably an hour and a half. I've just put out another cart wing, and as I put the rod down, I saw that tip go and I thought, oh, is it because I just knocked the rod stand? And then over it went. And yeah, first fish. Not what I was hoping for. Well, I suppose it is what I was hoping for, but I was hoping for it on the big rod and about 10 times the size. On that rod, yeah, it took me sole bait. But fish is a fish, isn't it? Left hand rod just had ever such a slight twitch on it. Ever such a slight twitch. And whilst that might not seem like much, it's about as much as we've got going for us at the minute. It is ridiculously quiet. Other than that one eel, oh, like a slop. Because why on earth would I want to pick a nice clean venue and you can get slopped up to the nines? May as well have gone mossed in. Yeah, it's been a very, very quiet night. We've had that eel. Other than that, I mean, I heard a few splashes over here, like there were fish chasing stuff in the shallows. But other than that, yeah, it's there's not a great deal going on at all. It's just coming up to 9 PM. I've double checked the tide times, and low water is actually closer to 10 o'clock. On the tide times app that I use for Portishead, it just came up with the high tide times for today. I don't know why it does that occasionally. I had another look on the tide times app, and the Port of Bristol, which is just up the way, and Clevedon, which is just down there, have both got low water at 10 past 10. So, in short, what I'm trying to tell you is we've got about an hour now to low water, possibly 2 hours left of fishing, because like I say, unless something amazing happens, I have a very little sleep, in case I haven't mentioned that, and I have got a 2.5 hour drive, again, in case I haven't mentioned it. So I'm not going to stay and sit it out just in the off chance. Baits are coming back completely untouched as well, so we could leave baits out there for a little bit longer, but given how murky and nasty the water is around here, I would like to get some really good scent out there. So on that note, I think it's time to change baits, and yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. There we go. Come on now. What do you reckon, doggy? You've nominated yourself to get checked first. Whoa. I tell you what. Oh no. There we go, we're up. We're up right out of the mud. It's so muddy out there. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start casting right and into the channel. See if it's a little bit cleaner. Staying deep. What do we have? Wow. Wowee. A monster. An absolute monster. Come here, fella. Thankfully, he's not completely knackered me rig up. He's proper swallowed this. So folk might not like this outcome, but that is going to be a fresh bit of bait. I'll cut that a bit out, but that's fresh bait. Because a few people have told me just how good fresh eel is. So there we go. Conger head and ragworm. Next bait. Bad call. Oh no. This is going to be the second rig that I lose tonight. Really don't like this not knowing stuff. Braid. I don't know what I was going to give first. Oh, oh. You can move that. Oh my god. There we go. I think that's everything. Gone. Evening folks. Welcome back. Quick status update. I've now lost 3 sets of gear. So I've moved us round onto a point. Lost the 4th set of gear. But in the defence, I did cast that before we moved. I thought I'd try and cast over it. So we've only got one rod in the water at the minute. I've got the air power with a pulley panel rig on. Fresh shot leader sent out into the channel, and I'm going to give that 10 or 15 minutes to soak and then see if we can retrieve that. Because I'm not one, well, I'm too tight to be losing gear, but two, I'm not one to keep putting line and debris in the sea. It's just not fair. It's not fair on the environment, really. As you know, soft as that's going to sound to folk, I know people who will just keep slinging gear out and slinging gear out and slinging gear out, but I might have got the mark wrong. Maybe you should only be fishing into the muddy bay. Maybe you should be round and under the lighthouse. We were sort of on the back side of the point, fishing a mix, and like I say, as the tide's come out, I managed, this is the thing that's confusing me, I managed to cast out and retrieve in half a dozen or so casts fairly easy, and then all of a sudden we just seem to be snagging up constantly. So yeah, I've moved us around onto the front side, so we're sort of straight down in front of the lighthouse. If you follow the lighthouse down the point, smack in front of there, casting into the channel. Obviously I've got the mark wrong. If that comes back in nice and clean, I'll get the other rod rigged back up. I've got changing shot leader down to a fine art now. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to give that other rod 5, 10, 15 minutes or so to soak. I'm going to sit here and take a breath for a minute before I start snapping rods and stuff. I would never come to that. Too tight to replace them. Yeah, the mark isn't the friendliest of marks. Let me just show you around a little bit where we are. It's not as gloopy as before, but yeah, there you go. You are upside down. I saw that for you. Yeah, it's weedy, it's slippery, it's slimy, it's horrible. It's not as muddy. I say it's not as muddy. Whoa, and there goes my box sliding down the rocks as well with my fat horse on it. Oh, right, I'm putting the camera away, I'm having a breather. I'll bring you back in a couple of minutes and let you know the status update. Right then folks, it is 10 to 10. We've got two options. Let me light me up so you guys can see. Two options. Option 1, snap off, pack up, go home. Option 2, which is the preferred option, retrieve this, rebait it, sling it out, set the second rod up, go again, and give it another hour. So, hold your breath. Oh my God. Are we just in mud? Feels like it's coming slowly. No, that's locked up. That's properly locked up. Oh, wait. Nope. Right. Till next time, take care, tight lines. Well, not the session I wanted to send this little trip on, really. And to make things worse, my good mate, buddy, pal, Tommy Joe has just sent me this picture from Chesil, sod's law in it. Definitely the right choice to come up here. Obviously the wrong venue. If I'd have left Weymouth at midnight, 1 o'clock, I'd have been dead to the world. It'd have been absolute madness trying to drive home. Like I say, 8 hours sleep over the last 3, getting on 4 days now, and then trying to do a 5-hour drive non-stop as well. Yeah, it just wasn't happening. So, like I say, right choice to come up here. Got the venue wrong, or fished the venue wrong. Yeah, if you've got any hints, tips how to fish Battery Point, or whether it's just a venue that you just stay well clear of, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments as well if you're from around this way, and you fancy meeting up and getting down, because I'd love to learn a few more marks. Like I say, Lady Bay is my go-to. I don't really know many marks around here. Until next time, thanks for watching, take care of yourselves and tight lines.